All right, let's take a look at question number 3. So for problem 3, we have to find the limit as x approaches negative pi over 3 of cosecant x cotangent x over 2. Before we get started with this, let's take a look at some formulas and facts that we're going to be using to solve this problem. All right, so first of all, you want to remember that the sine function is odd. So remember that, recall that sine of negative theta is equal to negative sine theta because of the odd nature of the sine function. And then cosine is an even function, so cosine negative theta is equal to cosine theta. All right. Also, you want to remember the sine and cosine of some of your reference angles, some of your common angles. Sine of pi over 6 is equal to cosine of pi over 3, and it's equal to 1/2. Okay? And sine of pi over 3 is equal to cosine cosine of pi over 6, and that is equal to root 3 over 2. Okay, so you want to keep that in mind. And also, sine of pi over 4 is equal to cosine pi over 4, and that's equal to root 2 over 2. All right, now let's go ahead and find this limit right here. I like to write down my limits using the parent trig functions, sine and cosine. So instead of cosecant, I can use the reciprocal identity to express cosecant as 1 over sine x. All right, and then cotangent x over 2, using your quotient identities, I can express that as cosine x over 2 divided by sine x over 2. Okay, I just reduced it to the case where I can apply my formulas to the problem. So let's go ahead and evaluate this limit by direct substitution. So we're going to have 1 over sine, sine of negative pi over 3 times cosine of x over 2, which is negative pi over 3 um, over 2, divided by sine of x over 2 again, negative pi over 3 over 2. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and work this out. So let's see, what can we do here? We know that since sine is odd, we can write this as negative sine of pi over 3, okay? And then times, now if we resolve this, negative pi over 3 divided by 2 is the same thing as negative pi over 3 times 2. So times the reciprocal of 2, which is 1/2. So let's work it out on the side here so we don't make mistakes. So negative pi over 3 divided by 2, let's put it 2 over 1, is equal to negative pi over 3 times 1 over 2, right? And that's equal to negative pi over 6. So dividing by 2 is the same thing as multiplying by its reciprocal, which is 1/2. The same idea applies to the denominator here. So we're going to have cosine negative pi over 6 divided by sine of negative pi over 6. Okay? So let's go ahead and resolve the signs one step. Sine of pi over 3 is root 3 over 2, so we can go ahead and even apply that right now. So we have 1 over root 3 over 2 times cosine negative pi over 6 is the same thing as cosine pi over 6. And then sine of negative pi over 6 is the same thing as negative sine of pi over 6. And then sine pi over 6 is 1/2. Cosine pi over 6 is root 3 over 2. Okay? So since we're dividing by is 1 over root 3 over 2, we'll multiply by its reciprocal. So 2 over root 3 times cosine pi over 6 is root 3 over 2. That divided by sine pi over 6 which is 1/2. Okay, so we're going to write this as 2 over root 3 times root 3 over 2. Since we're dividing by 1/2, it's the same thing as multiplying by its reciprocal, 2 over 1. Okay, so let's see. We have a minus here. There's also a minus here. So minus, minus, these two minuses cancel out. Okay, so looking good. All right, so if we reduce this 2 cancels out with that 2. Oh, the root 3's cancel out. And your final answer is 2. Okay, so that's that. All right, so you can click main to go back to the index of all the questions, 1 to 20, or click next to go to the next question, question number 4. Don't forget to subscribe for updates to other great tutorials such as this. More clips can be found on mathcodeserve.com. Thanks again for watching. Have a wonderful day.